Subscriber Squads has returned. So get ready for 4 all-new subscriber-suggested team-ups, starting with All Hanks on Board. This team-up features Pestilence Beast and Hank Pym. Next we have Team Demon Claws. This team consists of Daimon Hellstrom and Sabretooth. They're followed by Team Untouchable, Nico, Minoru, and Dr. Voodoo. And then for the final team-up of this video, we're going to have I Am Groot and I Am Drax. So there you have our 4 teams, and I'll be back right after the intro. What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and this is Subscriber Squad's Episode 4, The Return. Now what this series does is it showcases subscriber-suggested team-ups, which sometimes only includes the hero pairing, but other times it has everything from the team to the agent setup as well. But that's not all. Sometimes even the team name is given, like in this case. This team-up happens to have a very clever name. It's All Hanks on Board. Every single detail about this team was suggested to me, but unfortunately I did use the wrong agent's uniform. I was supposed to use the Generalist in Powered Armor, the Quantum Jumper, the Synthetic Cube, the No Mercy, and the Ex-Oblivion. For some reason I accidentally overlooked the Generalist Armor part, so I do apologize for that. But I have to say, this team-up worked very well, and I ended up using them long after I even stopped recording. They performed well even against this annoying team of Rescue and Iron Fist. Now of course Pestilence Beast does place cornered on the enemy, so this removes and prevents protect effects. This is going to work perfectly against an annoying character like Rescue, so let's go ahead and hit her with a Jekyll and Hyde. Next, the enemy Iron Fist is going to use his namesake ability, and he hits Beast for quite a bit of damage. With my agent's turn, I know that the Light Fantastic won't remove debuffs, but it will give us Mirror Reality. This very well could be the difference between Beast being knocked out on the next attack and him living to fight another day. Next I'm going to use the No Mercy on Rescue, and this should knock her out. Now with her out of the way, I'm going to use our Quantum Jumper and give both of our Hanks an extra turn. With Beast's attack, I'm going to use our level 1 on the enemy agent. This will place Nano Plague on him, which often comes in very handy in a PvP fight. Then after this Heart of Darkness attack, I'm going to use Bug Squashing, which is Hank Pym's level 9. This AoE attack can do a ton of damage, and in this case it does do around 40k to 47 on the agent. Next, the enemy is going to use the Signpost, which gives him quite a bit of health back. So that's pretty unfortunate for us. And then he's also going to use the Neurotrope, followed by the Blade of the Guardian. The good news is we're going to get 2 attacks in a row, and with the first one we're going to hit the enemy agent with our Growing Pains attack. This place is exhausted, and I wish I had that on him sooner. This would have limited him to 1 action, so he would have been done right after he used Signpost. Then we're hitting Iron Fist with the Jekyll and Hyde. He uses his Healing Chi on the agent, and this means there's no way the dots will finish him, so we're going to have to use an attack. A 94k No Mercy hit. That definitely does the trick. Then a Goliath Punch later, and we've won the match. So like I said, that was an awesome first team up, and now we're moving on to our second subscriber suggested team. This one also has a cool team named Demon Claws. It's of course utilizing Daimon Hellstrom and Sabretooth. Now with this team up, I decided to use the Satellite Support, the Hand of Apocalypse, Synthetic Cube, and the Cosmic Cardinal. The first team that I faced with these guys got absolutely annihilated. It was such a fast match that I thought it would be too short to put in the video. But I'm telling you, in that one this team worked incredibly well. And in this fight we're facing a very tough Pestilence Beast and Red Hulk team up. Now as far as that other matchup, I do want to show it, and I've been thinking of doing something along the lines of having bonus episodes or bonus footage. Now that isn't going to be done in time for this episode, but I will post it and I'll link you to it as soon as possible. I think it'll be a nice bonus for when I have extra footage of any team up, and especially when I do series such as this. Now with Daimon Hellstrom's turn, I'm going to use Cloaked in Shadows, and this gives us one of my favorite buffs in the game, Skittering Darkness. That makes our entire team's attack stealthy, and gives us a 50% chance to avoid attacks. Now for those of you who don't know, I did use Daimon Hellstrom on a second account, which was for low level PvP, and he did amazing for me. Unfortunately, I haven't used him too much at level 300, but it was nice getting him back in the mix. That second account was on Played On, by the way, and I don't have it anymore. But anyways, with my next attack, I'm going to use the Hand of Apocalypse on the enemy agent, and he unfortunately dodges, but Sabretooth does follow up with a Claw Swipe. Now I think it's time for a Brutal Slash, and truthfully I'm just trying to take this agent out, but it's not proving that easy. And things are only going to get worse because he uses Huldren's Powerful Call, followed by the Light Fantastic, and oh, he's not done yet. He's also going to use the Staff of Asklepios. With Daimon's turn, we do have a decision ahead of us. Do we try to heal with our level 9, or should we use a summon attack, which by the way I wish I would have put a different AISO on. If you're building a team with Daimon Hellstrom, make sure you put the Cooperative Augmented ISO 8 on his level 6. That'll even take this team to another level. But yes, we are going to use that Poison and Despair summon attack, and that should really hurt this enemy agent. Despair of course removes and prevents most resurrect effects, and it prevents most healing effects. That's exactly what we need against an agent with all those annoying heal effects and heal items. It's completely worth giving him tactical maneuvers for. But after this, the enemy agent and beast are both going to get a turn, and that could be kind of bad for us. So first, let's see what the enemy does with his extra turn. He's going to use the Blackest Void. Luckily, we have satellite support, so that really doesn't affect us. And we get extra lucky because Heart of Darkness misses our Sabretooth. Now with my agent, I get to use the Improbability Field as a quick action, and then we can still attack. I'm not going to take any chances, and we're going to hit the enemy agent with the Hand of Apocalypse. We get an epic overkill, so he's gone, and now it's only Red Hulk and Beast. But trust me, we're not out of the woods yet. He does a huge bunker buster to Daimon Hellstrom, and he's going to get another turn. With this, he goes for yet another bunker buster, and that's the end of our man advantage. We still have to get Mirror Reality off the opponents, so I'm going to use a Brutal Slash on Beast. And now Cosmic Cardinal procs, when we don't need it. The good news is we have a bunch of bleed effects on Beast, and he's going to take that every time he attacks. Plus our agent does hang on, and we're going to have momentary advantage. Well, never mind, we only get one turn, and I think we're going to go with the Blackest Void. That very well could be the last action that our agent gets, so it may be just up to Sabretooth. At least the Red Hulk does help us by hitting his own beast with a Searing Smash, and now I'm going to use a Brutal Slash on Beast. This will do a ton of damage, and we really need to take him out hopefully before his next turn. So here goes nothing. We do get a Cosmic Cardinal proc as well, and then with the bleeds he's gone. Now it's one-on-one Red Hulk vs Sabretooth, but we still have our Resurrect and we have more HP. Basically, I'm liking these odds. First, we're going to use our Berserker once again, and then we can use... Well, I'm actually tempted to use our Brutal Slash since it worked so well last time. You know what, I love that level 2 too much, we're just going to go ahead and use it. At this point, Red Hulk is almost dead, and we only need one more attack, so how about this time we use a Claw Swipe, and that's going to be the end of the match. So that was definitely another excellent team up, and now we're moving on to the third out of 4. This is Team Untouchable, and every single detail about this one was given as well. In fact, this team was very detailed, even down to the EISO. So while we're battling this Invisible Woman and Rescue team up, which by the way isn't the best matchup for this team, so I think this is going to speak to its usefulness and its effectiveness. But anyways, as this battle first goes on, I am going to give you all the details I was given about this team. Well, at least setup wise. It was recommended that my agent uses the Safeguard uniform, and then the EISO that gives him Sting. This causes counterattacks to apply poison. Then on top of that, we're using the Scroll of Angalob, the Mystic, the Dark Sigil, and I'm actually using the Synthetic Cube because I don't have the Crooked Branch. That unfortunately is the only detail that I'm missing. Next, Nico has the Resonant Empowered ISO 8, and that causes her to gain back HP from magic. Secondly, she has the Sharpshooter E-ISO, and then Dr. Voodoo also has the Resonant, along with the Explosive Empowered ISO 8 for collateral damage. And by the way, there is actually way more detail given than that, so that just goes to show you how much thought was put into this team. Like I was saying earlier, even though we're going up against a not-so-great matchup for them, because of Invisible Woman preventing debuffs, and then Rescue removing them, they're still going to show you their resiliency and their effectiveness in PvP. Now on my agent's turn, I'm going to use the Scroll, and then the Dark Sigil, and hopefully we get some debuffs on at least some of the enemies. Basically, we're going to throw them against the wall and see if they stick. It would have done much better than that, but we do miss 2 of the 3. But hey, at least Rescue's gone, and that makes our job a little bit easier. Next, I would like to take out the Invisible Woman, so I'm going to use our level 1 on her. She now has Bane, Soulfire, and Lock On, and we get a collateral damage proc. The enemy agent uses Momentary Advantage for an extra turn, then uses the Rocket Pistol, which misses, but they still get the proc, which is beyond me. Well, I guess it makes sense. If a rocket misses, the splash damage could still hit. But that doesn't mean I like it. Now's the time I can use Rock and Roll with Nico, and this should take down Invisible Woman. This attack is usually much more spectacular, but like I said, Invisible Woman does prevent and remove debuffs. Still, it does quite a bit of damage on her, and at least hurts the enemy agent and breaks his shield. Now the unfortunate thing is this Improbability Field isn't a quick action, but that's okay because we have Vodoun Crows as a quick action. But it misses. Anyways though, we do have the Cooperative Augmented ISO 8 on it, so we get to use it as a quick action. However, we triggered tactical maneuvers on the enemy agent, and he really utilizes this opportunity. He's hardly going to have anything left to do on his turn, outside of using his annoying rocket pistol. But anyways, we might as well hit the enemy agent with our Terron attack spell. This heals him, but at least Mirror Reality is gone. Oh, and we get another collateral damage, so at least that's nice. Well, just as we thought, here comes another rocket pistol. And by the way, this is an item that I think is worth picking up. I was going to do a review on the weapons in the store as I could afford them, and I was going to do the rocket pistol first because I think it's one of the best. In this match, you kind of saw why. But hey, we still managed to win, and like the other team-ups, that one was amazing as well. I was pretty fortunate this time around to get a bunch of really good suggestions, and they all worked great, including Groot and Drax. So we'll end with this Guardians team-up, and by the way, this is another team that I kept using even after the recording was done. I've just always liked how they work together, and of course Groot does protect Drax, and that'll help him keep those buffs. On my agent in this team up, I'm using the Cosmic Cardinal, the Synthetic Cube, the Hand of Apocalypse, and the Mystic. The Hand of course has Boonbuster, and so do the Uncanny X-Force members. That's of course courtesy of Deadpool. So let's try to take him out and gain some enraged stacks in the process. First we're going to place Hobbled, Broken Will, and Off Balance on him. So now his attacks can't be stealthy, and he cannot counterattack. Next we'll use an I Am Groot. This gives us Thorns, which should come in handy. Unfortunately, he also gets a lead hacking skills proc, but we get a Cosmic Cardinal. The damage on this weapon right now is incredible. Oh, and we also get Deadpool to hit his own agent with a Bang Bang Bang. So far things are going pretty good for us, so let's keep it going with a Cry for Blood, followed by an Obliterate on Deadpool. Though I have to admit the Wine on the Forums procs are getting old. By the way, Drax's damage was said to be decreased, which I think is ridiculous. He definitely wasn't a character that needed nerfed. But anyways, the enemy agent's going to use Shepherd's Staff, and that means we really need to take out one of the opponents as soon as we can. Otherwise, they will gain an extra turn, and we definitely don't want that. So after gaining momentary advantage, we're then going to attack the enemy Deadpool. Usually this weapon does a lot of damage to him because of his healing stacks, not to mention his other buffs. And we get a 1.7 million non-crit. Now that's a hit. If only it would have critically hit, that would have been huge. Oh well, let's use the Light Fantastic, and that is a quick action. And then we'll get another hand attack, this time on Psylocke. It comes very close to KOing her, but she does live with 3,252 HP. That shouldn't be a problem for Groot. We'll use an I Am Groot, and that finishes her off. Lastly, it's the enemy agent's turn, and we'll use a Cry for Blood, followed by an Obliterate. This won't do that much damage, but we do get some hemorrhage procs. And then we also get a follow-up Cosmic Cardinal. The enemy agent has Hold the Line because of the Shepherd's Staff, and so we're going to easily finish this one. First I'll use the Improbability Field, and then why not finish it with the Hand of Apocalypse. That's going to bring us to the end of the episode, and I would like to thank everyone for watching, as well as the subscribers for their suggestions. Here's a list of the names in order as their teams appeared in the episode. I'm going to try to have that bonus footage up very soon, and then I'll also be working on the next episode as well. Thank you everyone once again, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck, and take care.